Have you ever wanted to do something for a really long time, but for some reason, something inevitably continues to hold you back? If so, you're not alone. And in fact, that's been the case for me for years with YouTube. And I'm excited to say that I finally just hit record on my very first YouTube video. And if you're new to me, welcome, beautiful soul. My name is Erica Ferns, and I'm a business manifestation coach. And I help female coaches and course creators to manifest high ticket clients with ease, even if you have a small audience, you lack engagement, and even if you feel stuck and ignored. And so if that's you, then welcome. I would love for you to follow along. And as I embark on this YouTube journey, I wanted to do something a little bit different. So in all of the YouTube videos that I've watched, I see a lot of people saying like, hey, I did a 90-day challenge and here's what I learned. I did this for 7 days and here's what I learned. I cut out sugar for 30 days and here's what I learned. And so there is value in that. However, I want to do something a little bit different, which is I think there's such a greater learning opportunity when you go through an experience with somebody live. So, like I said in the start of this video, I have been holding myself back on YouTube for so long now. And the reason for that is because there has been a subconscious block that has been holding me back. And I have done a lot of work on trying to understand what that block is. And, if you're like me, maybe you have tried starting YouTube video, or maybe you've tried on Instagram, or maybe you've tried finally launching your business or whatever it is, or raising your prices. And though you really, really want to, you convince yourself that it's not the time, you have to learn more, you're not worth it yet, all of these different things, right? And so I have done a lot of work on unraveling like, what is this block? And I've tried to be consistent on social media. And, every year I start the year saying like, this is the year I'm going to do it. And lo and behold, no shock, right? I'm not consistent. And I convince myself that it's not worth it, or it takes too much time, or editing takes too much time, or whatever the case, right? There's lots of excuses that I've used in the past. Now, luckily, I have been able to program my mind for success, and I've been able to manifest the most beautiful high ticket clients without a social media presence and without YouTube. And in fact, I was able to get my first high ticket client within 2 months of starting my business, even with zero website, zero social media, anything. And so, I've kind of always thought that that was maybe my like superpower, or that was my edge, right? Because I think a lot of women are burnt out on social media, and it's all about, all we hear all the time is content, 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 create more content. And so it becomes harder and harder to kind of keep up with it. But I think that the majority of women, it's not that they don't want to create content, it's that they want to be seen, right? And they want to grow a following, and they want to create an impact. More than anything, what female coaches want is to create an impact, right? And so even though I've not been consistent, again, there's always this urge within me in my heart that I want to show up on social media. Why? Because I want to have a greater impact. I want to connect with more beautiful souls. But again, every time I try, I fail, or I don't stay consistent. And so what's really cool is, in being a manifestation coach, I've been able to manifest amazing results, but it's actually been sort of embarrassing for me, to be truly honest, because I'm like, what the heck? I am a manifestation coach. I should be able to manifest a following. I should be able to manifest consistency. But again, something has been continuously holding me back. And though I've done work around breaking through blocks around the fear of judgment, or the fear of failure and imposter syndrome, and all of these different things, I still hadn't been able to identify the one thing, the deep-rooted subconscious belief that has been keeping me stuck. And the beautiful thing is that the other day in my meditation, it actually came to me. And I'm so, so excited to share this. And I'm going to share it with you in just a minute. But now that I know what this block is, what I thought I would do is, instead of just doing a 90-day experiment and then giving you the results at the end, I thought I'd use this opportunity to show you live how I break through this block. First of all, how I identified the block, and my 7-step manifestation process for actually rewiring my subconscious beliefs to actually support me in the things that I want. And so if there's something in your business that's been keeping you stuck, if there's something that you've wanted, but you just haven't been able to achieve it, whether it be high ticket clients, whether it be more money or whatever that is, then I invite you to follow along this journey with me. Because again, as we go through this 90-day journey, I'm going to be giving you step by step again, what I actually do to reprogram my mind or to reprogram the subconscious block so that I can be consistent and I can manifest the results that I want on social media. So I'm really, really excited. And again, I'm going to get into what came to me and the block that came to me in my meditation the other day. But I've just been called to do this manifestation experiment and just to show you and to be real, raw, and authentic with you, and just to show you, what's coming up for me, how I'm breaking through it, and how I'm moving forward. So I thought, what a beautiful opportunity. It's the beginning of the year. I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel. So I thought this is the perfect opportunity for all of these things to align. So again, if you have a block, if you've been held back, there's this glass ceiling or this plateau that you just cannot seem to overcome, then follow along, come with me on this journey, because together we're going to break through it. All right. So now let me talk about what actually came to me. So what's so interesting is in all the clients that I've worked with, inevitably, everybody usually has some sort of block around visibility, whether that be, the fear of judgment, the fear of failure, what will people think? What if people don't like me? All of these different things. And again, like I said, I've done a lot of work on that, but still haven't been able to be consistent. So I knew that there was something holding me back because again, remember, if you take nothing away from this video, know that our businesses are literally on brain autopilot. Why? Because our subconscious mind controls our business. Our subconscious is responsible for 95% of the things that we do and the actions that we take in our business. So with that said, I'm in my meditation the other day, and within my meditation, it just came like a light bulb. And what came to me is that more visibility equals less freedom and less value. More visibility equals less freedom and less value. And so, and it caught me, right? It was just this intuitive hit that came to me. And I know exactly where that came from. And I was actually kind of shocked about this because I thought, how could I believe that more visibility equals less impact? That doesn't make any sense, right? Because again, the more visible you are, the more potential for an impact that you can have, right? Well, I've known this at a conscious level, but here's the thing. When I journaled on this on a subconscious level, what's happening is that I'm bringing in my past career into my business as a coach. And so I was a cardiology PA for 14 years. And what happened is that every single time I went into the hospital to do a consult or to see a patient, what would inevitably happen is that I would have, the nurse saying, hey, can you look at this EKG? Hey, can you review these labs? All these different doctors saying, hey, can you see this patient? What about this patient? Blah, 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 blah. Right. And so that's where the less freedom is coming from, because every time I went in to do work, I would always be hit with more work. Okay. And so what happened with that is that as I was getting more and more work, as I was getting bombarded with more and more work, what was happening was that I was spending more time at work and less time with my family. And so I thought that when I quit my job as a cardiology PA to come into this coaching and to start my business as a coach, I thought that that would go away, right? Because I was no longer in that field, but I had no idea that that had been holding me back for all this time. And then the second part is that more visibility equals less value. And again, like I said, initially when I thought of it, I thought that doesn't make any sense. Like, of course, you're providing more value when you have a bigger audience or when you're more visible. But again, going back to my career as a cardiology PA, I was always worried that, when I'd have all these patients and, that I was intensive care. So the sickest of the sickest patients, and they were critically ill, a lot of them. And so I would always worry that if I had more and more consults to do, that I would miss something or that I wouldn't give them my full attention or full value that I could give them, right? Or the service that I could provide to them. And so, again, I had no idea that this has been holding me back. And like I said, what's so beautiful is that your brain, when you use manifestation, your brain will actually make ways to help you establish success, even in unusual ways. So again, I've been able to manifest high ticket clients with no social media following, with no YouTube channel, with no website. Why? Because on a subconscious level, I know that my service and my value provides such a beautiful transformation for my clients that I understand this on a subconscious level. And so my brain allows me to still attract those clients to me. But again, I would love to connect with more beautiful souls. And so now that I understand where this block is coming from, this is a beautiful gift, right? This is such a beautiful gift because awareness is the very first step. You cannot change your life if you don't have awareness on the subconscious blocks that are keeping you stuck where you don't want to be. So now that I have this awareness, again, it's the perfect setup to now start this beautiful manifestation experiment to show you how I'm going to break through it. And on the next video, I'm actually going to dive deeper into subconscious blocks and show you how, if you're trying to use goal setting to grow your business to the next level, what's going to happen is that you're going to miss the mark. And, I don't have to tell you that the majority of people who set goals don't actually achieve them. Why? Because again, it's not about the goals, it's about the subconscious blocks. And again, that's going to be on the next video where I'm going to break that down so you can use that to start helping you achieve the results that you want. So again, let's see if I can do it. Let's do this experiment together. Again, I haven't been able to break through this block yet, but I really believe it's because I didn't know it was holding me back. And so now that I have this awareness, I'm so ready to do this and to show you live together, raw, how I'm going to do it, the things that I'm processing, what thoughts come up, how I'm self-sabotaging, and just all of that stuff. Because again, it's going to be great for me to break through this block and to talk through it with you. But again, it can be really beneficial if you pick that block that you have or that plateau in your business that you have, and together we can work through what that block is. And I can show you, again, using my 7-step manifestation method, how you can break through it so that you can finally get the results that you want. So again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching my first video on YouTube. I'm so excited. And again, I can't wait to connect with you, and I cannot wait to start this beautiful journey with you. I'm sending you so much beautiful love and light, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.